starting in the car today because Crazy Boy, if I get out and talk to you outside, he'll go crazy, and that's what you'll hear is this doleful barking of Jacob because he's not at my side. He gets a little bit anxious. My quest for today is to find out as much as I possibly can about Petit Jean and her life. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop by the visitor center, and then from there we'll go out to where she's supposedly buried, and we'll look at her gravesite, which is also reportedly there. So come along, and today is all about Petit Jean. Well, here we are at Petit Jean's Overlook, looking over the valley. And certainly it is a beautiful view. What we have in front of us are the ruins of what in the 20s and 30s, according to the placard, was known as Petit Jean's Hotel, all made out of probably local rock. Inside we have the old remains of what was the hearth. A doorway. Don't know how many stories it was. It looks like the picture indicates that there was more than one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's the legend of Petit Jean. Back in the 1680s, a young lady by the name of Adrienne Dumont fell in love with Jean-Jacques Chevet, and at some point he was granted an expedition right, King Louis XVI, to explore what was then still the Louisiana territories. So he was to depart and sail up the Mississippi River, then to the Arkansas. And his fiancée at the time, Adrienne, pleaded with him not to leave her to go on the expedition, but she could not prevail upon him. So rather than see him leave, she disguised herself as a cabin boy. She was a pretty small stature anyway, and she hired on the ship as a cabin boy. And when they landed in Louisiana, in the delta of the Mississippi, as I said, they sailed on up the Mississippi and then into the Arkansas, up to this valley where they were greeted by Native Americans who welcomed them and allowed them to stay for the summer, during which time Jean-Jacques fell ill with what was called swamp fever, However, through the ministration, the nursing of Petit Jean and local Indian Native American remedies, he was recovered. However, she contracted the disease, became ill, and was unable to recover. Knowing that her death was close at hand, and because she was ill and needed to be nursed, it became obvious that she was no young boy, that she was indeed Adrienne Dumont, and her beloved fiancé, of course, recognized her at that point. You can tell this is a legend, because what kind of fiancé would not recognize his girl until that point in time? But anyway, the story goes that knowing that death was near, she asked him, begged him, that she would be buried atop this mountain, and she loved it so much, this area, and he agreed to that, so that when she did pass away, her fiancé and the ship's captain and crew brought her remains up here where they buried her. And it's said that her spirit is around here even today, and that attributes to the enchanted atmosphere on top of this mountain. I do have to say, it is very beautiful.